My name is Pam Bishop. I'm associated with the group called Concerned Citizens of Lebanon County, and I'm here to give you an update on the Sunoco pipeline proposed project through Lebanon County. I'm a resident of West Cornwall Township in Lebanon County. I would like to remind you that we were here in the month of May for one of your meetings, and we made a request at that time in connection with the other pipeline project, the Atlantic Sunrise, which is proposed by Williams Partners in Transco. At that time, we had asked you to write a letter to the Department of Environmental Protection regarding some permits that were pending at that agency, and you were kind enough to send that letter. I am here today to ask you to send a similar letter to the Department of Environmental Protection, Pennsylvania, with regard to the Sunoco applications for permits in connection with their construction project, which is a 300-mile, two twin pipelines across southern Pennsylvania called the Mariner East 1 and Mariner East 2 Pennsylvania Pipeline Project. Sunoco had filed applications to cross waterways and wetlands in Lebanon County and the other 16 counties in Pennsylvania through which the project is to be constructed. Those applications were filed last August, almost a year ago, and it went through a series of reviews by the state agency. The state agency found the applications deficient. Sunoco resubmitted them essentially 3 times. And the most recent application was dated May 30, and DEP has now noticed in the public bulletin that they have accepted those applications for review. They call it a completeness review. Now they will enter into the technical review of the application. And that notice in the PA bulletin that occurred just recently had a public comment period. We believe that the project is so complex, perhaps even more complex than and lengthy than the one associated with Atlantic Sunrise. In Lebanon County, it will cross numerous streams and tributaries of those streams, as well as some wetlands across the 19.7 miles that the project is supposed to be constructed in Lebanon County, and including 6 municipalities in Lebanon County. We would request that you ask DEP for an extension of the public comment period to be at least 90 days for the public to review the documents, and for a public hearing to be held on that application for Lebanon County, a public hearing to be held in Lebanon County, so that the public can comment. And I would just add to the complexity of this application and the number of streams that they're proposing to cross in Pennsylvania, is that they're still amending their application. We had received notice that they just amended it July 2nd. So it's still a work in progress, and it's a very difficult thing for the public to follow everything. And that's why we request the 90-day public comment period.
Just to be safe on the dates, are you asking for a 30-day extension, or what end date would you be looking for, so we can be sure we have that accurate?
Thank you for asking. The DEP had proposed a 60-day public comment period in their public notice in the PA bulletin. That would take us to August 24. What we're asking is another 30 days for a total of 90 days, taking you to whatever that date
September
is.
24th or
September. Thank
Okay,
you.
that's good. Before you go any further, would you like to entertain a motion to ask for an extension of the review period and also a public meeting? Would you like to do that?
I'll move.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded that we address the request an extra 30 days for review, and also a public hearing to follow after the review period.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
everybody has a chance, okay. If that's the motion, any comment or question before we vote? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. So moved.